and a 61st Charles Conference no a course so ma Akufo-Addo ene the education minister omode insem bebre etuya wo MPP omomode mbo omoyeye from the year 2017 up to now the good works of the MPP no sikapudo bebre ewura free senior high school no of the nyina etuya with the good works are omay chief omanji beni kuti insem kakra his excellency on the education minister omode tuya enubenu
on the campaign trail. In the campaign manifesto of the the new Patriotic Party, the candidate himself said it many, many times that he will introduce free secondary education in Ghana. It was a vision. When he became the president, there were those who said he should wait and plead with Ghanaians to give him more time. But he said, free secondary education now. With your help, free senior high school has become a reality. Whoever thought that they will come in Ghana when a student will come to school and on the first day of school, he did not need to go to the accounts office, but can walk straight into the dining hall and have a meal. This was something those of us at our age never dreamt that it will happen in this country. But somebody had a vision, and that vision has become a reality. Whoever thought that there will be equal number of boys as girls in our senior high schools? Whoever thought the headmasters would be spared the agony of going from classroom to classroom, driving away students who have not paid their fees before examination begins? You have been spared the agony. Some of you did it with tears in your eyes. There are some of you who had to pay the fees for the students so that they won't be sent home. And then comes the day for the Almighty Wasi. Parents who could not afford it. Instances where students could not register. And some of you sacrificed. I have taken it for granted the last few years. But when you reflect on it, you know that this was something that we thought impossible. Now let's dream about the future. Future where our gross tertiary enrollment ratio will go up to about 40% by 2030, according to the vision of our great president. So, indeed, change is possible. But change only becomes possible under visionary leadership. This president will go down in history as that president who not only led the charge to improve access, but he was also concerned about quality. He reformed school inspectorates, which used to be a division under GS, to become the National Schools Inspectorate Authority. In order to enhance quality, the division of curriculum that used to be part of the GS has now become the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, a full-fledged agency in charge of curriculum development. National Teaching Council has become a reality in this country. But when we look into the future, our education system is being retooled, revamped, to ensure that education can play the critical role as the most important socio-economic transformation agent. This nation will forever remember Nana Addo Akufo-Addo as that president who changed education so that education could change the fortunes of our nation. So my colleagues, I know your job is hard because I've done it before. I know it's very challenging because I've done it before. So the president couldn't have given you a better education minister, somebody who understands your pain. And that is why in the midst of your challenges, when during COVID you came, you did not complain. You opened schools. Children came. They did so well. And that is why I don't want any politician to take away the work you have done. The praise belongs to you. People can look you straight in your face and tell you that you've done nothing. Education outcomes have diminished. 28 to 62%. Does that sound like diminishing? Sounds like going up. And that's your work. Under the able leadership of our president. So whenever those politicians are telling you you've done a bad job, tell them, no, you've done a fantastic job under the able leadership of our president. So this morning, very happy to introduce to you the education president. The friend of those of us in the education fraternity. So have we to welcome Nana Adutwum Ekufuor. Thank you.
Minister for Education and Member of Parliament for Bosomtwe, Deputy Minister for Education and Member of Parliament for Asin South, Director General of the Ghana Education Service, the National President and National Executives of the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, CHAS, members of CHAS, headmasters, staff and students of Achimota School, the representative of the Osei Traditional Council, Numo Gbelimfu III, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the national executives of the Conference of Assisted Secondary of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, CHAS, for the invitation to participate in its 61st conference, which is being held on the theme 61 years of shaping second cycle education in Ghana, the challenges and successes in contemporary times, unquote. It is most appropriate that such a conference should be held in the premises of one of Ghana's most celebrated secondary schools, Achimota School, whose first school prefect in 1927 was my own late father. It's a long time ago. But before I proceed, I must perforce express to you, members of CHAS, the appreciation of the government, indeed of the nation, for the years of helping to produce the requisite numbers of manpower that have brought our nation thus far. I echo to each and every one of you. I also acknowledge the presence of and express my appreciation to the representatives of our teacher union, namely the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRA, the Coalition of Concerned Teachers, CCT, for their immense contribution to the development of our nation's education sector. It is our responsibility as government to provide all the assistance we can to help you realize the goal of educating the Ghanaian populace. I'm particularly happy excuse me, that since my assumption of office in 2017, one sector that has been given utmost priority for nearly 7 years is education, and it is for good reason. Indeed, education is a subject that is unavoidable. Whatever one is talking about, be it health, agriculture, ICT, industrialization, housing, or security. It is important that a nation which aims to transform itself into a modern, productive player in the global market must get its educational policies right. There is no part of Ghana or segment of our society that does not recognize the importance of education. We've all accepted that education is the best route to moving out of poverty. This is because the nations that have made rapid progress around the world have all put education at the heart of their development. The United States of America did it over a century ago, as did Japan. Britain did it 80 years ago. And the nations that we started life with over 60 years ago, like Korea, Malaysia, and Singapore, have all done it. We must follow suit. Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you with immense joy to share the remarkable progress in Ghana's educational landscape. My government's unwavering commitment to education has led to the attainment of significant strides in the areas of access, quality, and relevance, making Ghana a beacon of progress in the region. It has been done with your enthusiastic support, for which I am very grateful. I know for you, what is of particular importance is what takes place in our senior high schools. But you would agree with me that the quality of students that enter high school is crucial, as are what you churn out for tertiary institutions. In our kindergarten schools, we've invested significantly in our teachers, equipping them with modern methodologies tailored for early childhood development. We've provided age-appropriate learning materials, play equipment, and resources for interactive and engaging learning experiences. Through GetFund, we're executing 1,270 infrastructure interventions, setting new standards for early childhood education. These schools boast cutting-edge technology, including smart boards, to enhance interactive learning experiences. I'm pleased to report that a substantial number of these projects are nearing completion, and by early 2024, they will be fully operational. In our primary and junior high schools, Government has focused a substantial number of its interventions on empowering our teachers through extensive training and capacity building. We've ensured the consistent provision of learning materials and embarked on targeted infrastructure upgrades to create conducive learning environments. The implementation of national standardized tests for primary 2 and primary 4 pupils is a pivotal step towards assessing and improving learning outcomes. It is gratifying to note that proficiency in reading for primary 2 students has seen a significant improvement from 2% in 2015 to 38% in 2022. To uphold the integrity of examinations, the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the West African Examination Council, WAEC, has instituted serialization of examination papers for BC and WAC, deterring cheating and malpractices. This ensures that examination results are a true reflection of students' knowledge and abilities. Our Model Junior High Schools project, supported by the Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa, aims to strengthen the lower secondary level of education. 11 model schools are currently under construction, each designed with modern amenities to provide an optimal learning environment. The Ghana National